I call Raymond Ho.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise to take a call at the bill's second reading. Inadvertently, I guess, Mr. Speaker, the bill was made famous on its first reading in November 2010. The bill, although complex and a little bit dry in technical sense, made headlines, and the National Business Review outlined it very well. And I acknowledge the presence of Minister Jonathan Coleman, because according to the National Business Review, it is easy for MPs to become confused about tax legislation, and none more so than Minister Jonathan Coleman. The unfortunate Dr. Coleman, the then Minister of Immigration and Broadcasting, was given the task of introducing the first reading debate on this particular bill in the absence of Revenue Minister Honourable Peter Tandem, who's responsible for introducing this bill. Obviously, someone gave him the wrong bill, and his speech focused primarily on another bill, if my memory serves me well, as Taxation, International Taxation, Life Insurance and Remedial Matters Bill. The famous bill got a nickname of Telephone Bulk Bill because in its original form contained more than 820 pages. We shouldn't give too much hard time to Minister Coleman, because the two bills are related. While feeling sorry for him, I guess many of us would be in a similar situation. The incident prompted me to thank the officials, the submitters, and the members of the then Finance and Expenditure Select Committee for the great work and efforts they made. It is an important bill which introduces significant changes to the tax treatment of inbound and outbound cross-border investments. Most of the changes are intended to take effect from the beginning of 2012 to 2013 tax year, as I understand from reading various reports. So this bill has been reintroduced in a timely manner. I certainly recall my contribution on the first reading, and I borrowed part of the title of an article published by Deloitte to describe some of the aspects presented by the bill and the priorities taken by the government, which is the good, the bad, and the ugly. The good is the bill does introduce some significant changes to the tax treatment of our international investments. It's bad because we have concerns with regard to the removal of the approved issuer levy, or AIL as it is commonly known. It is ugly that some of the important issues which are worth a cross-party, bipartisan, robust consideration and debating, such as tax gains tax, have not received such an approach. The bill in the current form proposes changes to Foreign Investment Fund, or FIF rules. This bill means New Zealanders holding stakes of 10% or more in offshore companies will not be subject to New Zealand tax on those interests unless the companies earn passive income such as interest, royalties or rents. The bill replaces the exemption of non-portfolio foreign investment funds in the 8 grey list countries such as Australia, UK, US, Canada, France and Germany, and so on and so forth, with an exemption for non-portfolio FIPs that are resident and subject to tax in Australia. We do have concerns, as raised by David Park last night and Clayton Cosgrove just now, that regarding the removal of the approved issue levy on various grounds. Firstly, our concern relates to a further erosion of the tax base associated with financial transactions at a time of falling government revenue. And secondly, we were advised by a number of submitters that the proposals outlined in the bill will not help increase liquidity of New Zealand corporate bond market. And thirdly and finally, as pointed out by David Parker, we have concerns that in some cases the current tax system...
I'm sorry to interrupt the honourable member. His time has expired. Call Louise Upston.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.